Welcome back to the Playdate by Freshly Picked. I'm your host, Kaitlin Hansen, and today I am coming at you with a very special solo episode. I said that it was a special episode because I'm just hyping myself up to do an alone sesh. Super happy to be here today. Normally, this is the part where I'd ask the other person how they're doing today, but I'm just going to dive right into it and tell you a little bit about my day. I had a super productive day today. I decided, maybe over the weekend that I was going to do a 10K. I used to run a lot when I was growing up, and then all through high school, I was on the track and cross country team for the high school. But into an adulthood, I kind of stopped running. But I had a group of friends that asked to do a 10K, and I really haven't run in probably about a year. And so this weekend, I decided, hey, what the heck? I'm going to start running and do this 10K at the end of September. So I woke up this morning, not by an alarm, just myself, which in my personal opinion is the best way to wake up. And I just went for a little run. I didn't go very far. I think I went for like a mile and a half. I'm trying to just do like a mile a week. And so next week I'll bump it up and do 2 miles every single day and just see how far that gets me. My goal is just to not stop. So I don't have to go very fast. I just don't want to stop because I think once you stop, it's hard to get back going. So I woke up around 6:30, went for a little run while my family was still asleep, came back, took my daughter both girls, to the doctor's office, and then dropped my other little girl off at preschool, then hit up my weekly errands of Costco, the pharmacy, the grocery store, and then I had the car wash. Couple extra errands to run today, just picking up birthday gifts and baptism gifts for some family members. So did that and just felt so productive. So it was a pretty good day, I would say. And then I also got a relaxing facial massage. My cute cousin is an esthetician, and she came to my house and just did like a facial massage, and it was so nice. And then I also got my nails done today. And sprinkled in between, I also did some work and whatnot. But I worked hard and then I play hard and I treated myself. So overall, it was a great day. Well, for today, I kind of want to start a new segment doing midweek mantras. I don't know about the rest of everybody else, but sometimes you hit the midweek and it's like, okay, I just need like a boost. Sometimes I feel like I'm yelling too much or I'm saying no too much. So I just kind of wanted to talk about some midweek mantras as well as just talking about a couple things that I do as a mom to recharge and just kind of take time for myself. So I'm going to start off with that part in what kind of things I do to recharge. So back in, October, or maybe it was September, I actually quit my full-time corporate job managing a customer success team for a software company. And I took about a month off, which if you know me, I'm like such a busy bee and I have such a hard time staying still and not making myself overly busy. So that was pretty rare for me. It all kind of started from getting burnt out and having a bit of a mental breakdown, which we will talk about in an upcoming episode. I'm sure I know I've hinted at it in the past. Anyway, it was then when I had decided that I really needed to make some changes. I couldn't do everything. I couldn't work 50 plus hours and be a present mom and make dinner and cook and do all of the things. So I ended up, like I said, quitting my corporate job and really spending some time doing value mapping and figuring out what kind of things at the core made me happy. Because when I was working full time and doing all of the things, I was just so burnt out and I honestly couldn't think of things that made me happy. I was like, oh, my family, but Sometimes I felt overstimulated by being around everybody. So I decided that I needed to do some things for myself. And so what I've done almost every single day since September, October is first thing when I wake up is before I'm like checking my phone, I turn on this 5-minute meditation. I think it's great. I think that the girl has like a very soothing voice. I like that it includes some breathing. I like that it includes some affirmations. And I just have like a little wellness playlist on my phone that has a longer meditation if I'm feeling like I woke up stressed and I need to do more. I also have a Wim Hof breathing daily routine that's about 15 minutes. That's great as well. But this one's called a 5-minute guided morning meditation for positive energy by the Lavender Lifestyle. And I really just love what she says in it. And that, yeah, you just end it with like, "Hey, blink open your eyes and have a beautiful day, sending you so much love." And it's just such a perfect way to start the day. Because a lot of times as a mom, you wake up, with kids crying or whatnot. So even if it's, I have to go get my kids out of bed, I turn on a show and I do my meditation for a minute, or I get them settled and I hop back in bed for just those 5 minutes. And it really does a great job of setting the tone for the day. There's even been times where I forget to do it. And I definitely feel that. And I'm like, I got off on the wrong foot. I need to do a complete reset of the morning. And as silly as it sounds, I will just like go in a room, shut the door, and then turn on the meditation or say an affirmation to myself and then walk back out. And it really does make all the difference. So I love doing the 5-minute morning meditation. The next thing I do is drink a big glass of lemon water with some sea salt flakes just to make sure that I'm starting out being hydrated. That definitely makes me feel better as well. And then within 30 minutes of waking up, I also like to drink a protein shake just because mornings get so busy being a mom where, you're tending to your kids' needs, you're getting them dressed, you're getting them breakfast. And I think a lot of times you get neglected. So you have to, again, put your oxygen mask on first, and you need to get some protein and get some nutrients so that you can be a better mom and you can start your day on the right foot. So those are a couple of things that I've done. I've interchanged a couple of other things like getting up, going on a morning walk, which I love. Sometimes not all mornings allow for that. I think the key too is to be flexible and not so rigid in those routines. But those are a few things that I have found that are amazing. A lot of times I also like to listen to a podcast. You could turn on the Playdate if you wanted to, or there's a ton of different wellness podcasts out there or motivational podcasts that are great as well. So those are a couple of things I like to do to recharge in the morning. And then throughout the day, I'm a big time like rester. I love naps, but naps aren't always feasible. But I always try to make sure during the day I get quiet time. And I'm lucky that I'm in a phase of life where, although it's really busy, my 2-year-old will take a nap and I can give my 5-year-old an iPad to play games or watch shows, or she'll play Barbies for an hour. But I need a restful hour. It doesn't mean I'm sleeping. It can also mean that I'm just doing something for myself. I just need that quiet time where somebody is not always needing me during that time. And I like to make a little drink. I'm a big time drink girl. So I always have some sort of chai or soda or whatever that might be. And I just like to sip on my drink in peace, maybe a little snack, maybe read a book, maybe listen to a book, or just like lay there with my eyes closed, watch a show, whatever that might be. I always try to get an hour. Sometimes it doesn't work that it's during nap time. Sometimes it's later when my husband gets off work. Sometimes it's earlier in the morning, but I think it's so important to take time to just recharge your battery. Maybe it's not a full hour either. Just kind of be flexible. But I think we all as moms need some sort of just peace and quiet. Maybe it's sitting in your car outside before you come in. I do that a lot. I'm guilty of that where as I'm coming home from somewhere, I just am a car dweller. I love to just like sit in my car, and my husband's always like, I thought you came home like a half hour ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was just sitting in peace and quiet, catching up on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. So just make sure to take time to yourself. But now diving into the midweek mantras, I loved these. So I'm just going to go ahead and read a couple of them. They're specifically mama mantras. It says, I'm exactly who my kids need. I am capable of amazing things. I'm a valuable and important person. I'm not just a mom. I love that one. That might be my favorite on the list because I think a lot of times we add that, oh, I'm just a mom. Don't discount yourself. Like being a mom is the hardest job and it's very rewarding, but it is a lot of times a thankless job. So you are not just a mom, you are the mom. I am powerful. I am living a life full of love. Taking care of myself will make me the best mom. Amen to that. I love all that I am. I am enough. And I like to keep like a screenshot of these, or you can write down your own in your notes. And whenever you're feeling maybe discouraged or, you get that mom guilt or, you're feeling bad, take a look at that note and read them to yourself. And you really have to say it out loud and try to believe it. And that just always helps me when I'm having a tough time. So thank you so much for tuning in. And we hope to see you next time on Midweek Mantras.